what you see in her face, the mirror of your dreams. Make believe I'm everywhere, hidden in the lines. Written on the pages is the answer to. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve Omi update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello, Dashi. Hello, Dashi. And before we get started, everyone check out at HeyDavidDon and at KingMavsForever over on the Twitter, Standoff Chart and King Mavs over on the Veve app, Kobe Collection, Omi Player One over on the YouTube, RayThex.eth domain name, Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin Cheeks, Veve Las Vegas, Tabs Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sony Pop Media, Veve Darklink, Meta Lemon, and Veve Vibes all on the YouTube. And then you got at Wet Wizard Veve and Gary O at 1234CA3 all on the Twitter. Hello there. Somebody please comment down General Kenobi in the comments. Got a protein shake there. So it has finally been revealed that we have Darth Vader. I thought they would save him, which they still might. So we're only getting 3. You know, who knows what we get? It could be like, you know, they had the stamps before where they had, okay, here's your common, here's your uncommon, here's your rare, and then they hit us with another book with a book of stamps. Like, all right, here's your rare, ultra rare, and secret rare. It's like, whoa. So maybe they do something like that, but I do believe one of these will be animated. You do have, there's a bunch of tweets from like Alex and David Yu and whatever. I'll go and take a look-see. And also, you know, for this tweet, Ray Fixie asked, like a day or so ago, he asked, if you were to choose a one among the 3 on Veve Official, just one, what would you choose? Remember, you can only have just one. And so here's where I think some people are mistaken here. Now, granted, there was a little less than 1,000 votes, so it wasn't a ton of people. Choices were Riso, Todd, or a Walt. And now, overwhelming majority, people chose Walt, 67%. And second place came Todd at 26%, and Riso only 7%. Which again, you have millions of people on here, you know, and everyone's going to want to collect that first set. You need that Riso. You need that Riso. I think that Riso is always going to be a little bit higher than the Todd. Could I be wrong? Sure, absolutely. But I do think Vader depending on what we get, Vader gets right up there with him. I do think out of these 3, the Riso, Todd, and the Walt, they adding Vader to him, I think Vader will be the second lowest mint. So general, it could be, and the reason I say that is because he's a blind box. The blind boxes technically usually have a little bit more mints to them. You know, like you have, like, you know, let's say, well, even in the cases of, like, let's say Storm, she didn't have a ton. You know, Deadpool didn't have a ton, but Elektra had, you know, like over 2,000. Secret Rare Black Panther had over 2,000. So I think we see like a 2,500 of Vader if we get the Secret Rare. It's very possible that we get, like, again, all 3 of these. You know, Riso, Todd, and Walt, none of those Secret Rare. You know, Riso and Walt are Secret Rare. Todd's a common. Granted, you know, they're not, you know, of the 3 of you know, the same character, just different poses. I mean, a different Batman. You know, Riso and Todd, different Batman, but they're still Batman. When you have something like, again, as iconic as Vader, I would say because there's 3 of these, assuming that one's either an ultra rare or a secret rare, it goes and is probably more popular than. It's hard to say. It might, the price point on this, because there's so many other copies. Now, one thing working against the Batman is that, okay, you have 7,500 Todds, and you have, like, there's so many Batman on this platform, but they are all different Batman. You know, they are different artists, they're different looks, they're different, you know, from different stories. Vader's just Vader. Now, granted, you could have Vader as soon as he becomes Vader, where you still have a decent amount of Anakin left. You could have Vader, you know, in the, you know, like in like Return of the Jedi, where there's such a small piece of him left that he just, okay, I mean, maybe he gets redeemed a little bit there. But for the most part, it's just one storyline. It's just one Vader throughout the whole thing. So for this, depending on how many common and uncommon or rare that we get, whatever, I actually see these becoming maybe, and let's say there's 2,200 of them. Let's say, and it's an ultra rare. right now, I'd say probably. Well, let's do the math on this. If it was, let's say 2,000, so 2,200 times 2,000. That's a $4.4 million market cap. The reason why I don't think we get a 2,000 Vader at this point, if there's 2,200, is because again, Star Wars collectibles. Lightsabers is one of the most collectible things in Star Wars. One of the biggest hobbies in the world. And we've I think we'll sell out before the end of the day. I think you have like another $100,000 left for $100,000 left worth of merchandise to buy. But there is, it took 36. What's it going to take? 40 something hours for that to sell out. $4 million worth. So to have, yes, you have the posters tomorrow. People are going to spend some money on. Is that going to sell out? I don't know. Maybe, probably. But for the Vaders, I mean, again, if the ultra rare or CRS 2,200 of them, and you still have the common and the rare, whatever they are, I think that's just kind of a tall order. Now, obviously, I don't know what the blind box will be. It could be like probably $50 to $70, give or take. The reason this might be a little higher is because it's such an iconic character. And again, we don't know the mint size of this yet. But when you have something like that, that will sell out no problem. Like that, Cavell Anderson. Please, if y'all want to come at me and be like, hey, I don't think this will sell out in 10 minutes, I'll totally take that bet. But the reason why I don't expect him to exceed $2,000 right away is because I think he's going to have like 2,200 of whatever animated he has. And again, that's just a tall order. It's just really tall. So let's say if we have it at $1,500 floor, which again, people don't need to spend that. There's maybe, I don't know, like 20% of people that'll just flip, maybe. 1,500 is $3.3 million market cap. That might be a little better. Because again, if you're doing it at a 2,000, not everyone's paying $2,000 for that. That's just the floor, and what people are willing to spend. So we'll have to see. I will get to comments in a second. There is a couple other things I want to say about it. I'm not gonna do any. I don't know. I really shouldn't do any spoilers for the Kenobi series. So I won't. All I'll say is that there is when I'm going to give spoilers for episode or 3, not for Obi-Wan, but for the Star Wars movies in general, where Vader or Anakin and Obi-Wan fight on Mustafar, and Obi-Wan thinks that Anakin's dead because he leaves him for dead. Oh, good times. Good times. It's really interesting to see the Obi-Wan journey and how he does the opposite of what a normal Jedi would do. Normal Jedis would be like they can't help but help people, and he kind of does the opposite of that. He doesn't help. He hides, and then he kind of goes on like that reverse hero's journey, which is pretty legit. So again, I'm super excited for the rest of it. The reason why I did Neverending Story as a Patreon member shout out before was just because I had I've been watching Stranger Things as well all day. Also, if everyone could smash that like button right there, that'd be super great. Free way to help support the channel. Yeah. All right, moving on here. Also, before I get to comments, there was I got something accusation that me and all the other YouTubers get free we get paid and we get free merchandise from Akomi. Just in case y'all missed the tweet, this tweet or this message between me and the official Akomi page says, if you guys are ever stuck on an idea and just need a fresh set of eyes, let me know. No charge, no favors, just want to help out where I can. And they say, thank you, appreciate it, brother. I've gone out of my way to make it clear that I do not expect any payment. I don't get compensated for this. I did get a VV light and a couple of VV shirts, last year, which again, there's no official contract. I don't get paid for this. This is not. Yeah, this is all just me giving opinions here. So moving on. Although I do think after this is all said and done, I could probably charge a ridiculous consulting fee in the future. Maybe not to Akomi because I don't. Oh, maybe I should. I don't know. multi-billion-dollar company can't kick some. Again, if I wanted to, like Kyle Wilson's over working at Illuvium, at Hello K's over at Caliscope and all that. So people do that. People go and do that. Am I going to want to do that? I don't know. Comment down below if you think I should work for a company just as a consultant. No way am I doing like a 40-hour week. That's never happening again. Cloud Shack says, let's go. Dana Marquez says, comment. What's up, Omi Child? How's it going, fam? All Chat Gaming says, let's go. Let's get this bread. I love this game. Super Chat from Kobe Collect saying, Randy, how was the food this week? Please tell me something memorable. Someone said to you this. Okay, so food is really good. This week I got back on the diet a little bit. I had some salmon, had a lot of eggs, protein shakes, but then, dude, there's these things called they have like sandwiches at 7-Eleven. Nothing special. There's like turkey and cheddar. I'll put some honey on that. But there's this thing called the Italian job, where it's like salami and just a whole bunch of meat, and you just put some honey on there, heat it up. Oh, it's so good. So Ray Liotta, R.I.P. that passed away. Like I had another one yesterday because of him. In respects, and then another one today because of him in pain respects. So I guess something this week that that really stuck with me or struck a chord, probably Darcy Donovan, just saying that I'm really smart and really talented. And the second person in that world that said I should write a book. That said, New York Times bestseller Dan Chabelle had said that before, which I don't know if. So I mean, I guess. So like last week when I was over in VCon, the two guys that I was with, like that are like super professional guys that are like super well connected and are like really important people in the real world, started to call me Professor Chavez. It's like, oh my God, you could teach a class like Columbia, like MBA, no problem. Where'd you go to school? I was like, sir, I have 1 semester of community college under my belt. Like, nah, man, Professor Chavez. So a couple of things that really struck a chord with me, or even before. I'm in like a group chat with them now, and somebody said, one of them said to me privately, like, hey, it's great to see you inspire this guy. I haven't seen him this excited about something in a while. And I was like, oh my God. The fact that I could do that to like these, and again, I'll get them on the podcast. You'll see them. It's super. So that Kobe collects. I hope you're doing well too, my man. My homie. I think Kobe Collects is also offering some gems there. So if you need some gems, go to Collect. If you need discount gems for this Sunday, which I guarantee you everybody does, my man Kobe Collects has got you. Unless he's ran out already because he's in such high demand. What's up, Angel Mercado? How you doing? Marvelous Pack says, wow, what a heckin' day, dude. This day is... So I cannot wait to go and... where Veve is on Immutable X, is on OpenSea, where MetaMask, whatever. I have a fiche as my profile picture right now, which is great. It's cool. I love my fiche. I don't even know which one that is, Munchie, Peter, or Davis. I can't tell. I judge them by how much I love them based on, not by looks, but how good they do in battle for me. And they have been doing well. And now, granted, it is the machine operator here, which is I, but yeah. I can't wait till we get to have this stuff on our profile picture, because who's gonna have more who's gonna be on more people's profile pictures? Is it gonna be Spider-Man or is it gonna be Vader? I don't know. I'm curious to see who's gonna be number one. H.O. Mercado says protein shake. Protein. Nomad Guitar says Vader. Dude, so there's this, if anyone's ever seen, and I'll get to it later, comment down below if you like My Hero Academia and you want to hear my rendition of the United States of Smash. Just, if you don't, comment that, and if I get the majority no, I'll be like, all right, I'll save my voice. There's a Hey Randy and Dashy, you think it's 3 different Vaders? I mean, 3 different poses. I don't think it'd be 3 different, no, I don't think it'd be 3 different Vaders. Does says best cape on the app. Wait, Todd's cool. Only Panda says evening. Good evening, Only Panda. Hope you're doing well. Neck cold, sir? Choke? Like choke hold? Check. I'm not sure what you mean, Justin, with the neck cold. Matthew Smith says We got it, guys. Let's hope the futters sell for low so we can all bank these. Oh, dude, that'd be great. I'm so curious to where what they what they go for. I cannot wait for that Medium article tomorrow. Oh my god. I got a buddy that's selling a lot of really good stuff right now. If y'all want gems, whatever. I don't know why he's getting out now. I mean, he said because there's no transfers yet. I was like, I'd just wait, but he's making his mind there. What was that question again? Oh yeah, banking these Vaders. Oh yeah, so now is what I was about to do. If you go and take a look at, well, first off, take a look at the burn yesterday, like the amount of money that's gone into this app. So there's a difference between spent and what is bought. So yesterday was 526, right? Okay, so yesterday there was about $1.5 million put into the app, and there was about $2.25 million that were spent in the app. Like on the 25th, we had 127.68 million gems in the app. As of yesterday, or at the end of yesterday, we had 125.3 million gems in the app. So let me do this. 127.6 minus, all right, 127.6 minus 125.3. Okay, it's 0.3. So yeah, like 2.6 million was spent yesterday, and if you take a look at that, we burned about 2.4 billion Omi, which is nuts. So from the 20th through the 26th, one calendar week, we burned about, let's see what we got here. Let's see, 2.5, 2.8, 3.1, about 3.2 billion Omi, throughout last week, which is great. From the 13th through the 19th, it wasn't as much. We had 1.4, 1.5, 6, 7, yeah, like 1.7 billion Omi. But again, like the fact that we're doing so much, billion plus each week, it's really good for when we have. So I had a dream about that before, that we were burning a lot from the circulating supply. Like it's some weird, crazy mechanism. I can't wait. Cannot wait. Moving on here. Oh, also before I get started, in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, or just Star Wars in general, not many people know that Vader is Anakin Skywalker. Like that is a very well kept secret. That is a very, very well kept secret. So I just want to, in case y'all are confused, yeah, that is like there's like a couple of people that maybe think that like Anakin Skywalker is Vader, but like they can't prove it. Like I had this theory a while back that like, well, Brock Blockchain hides his face, and Puddin' Cheek. I thought Brock Blockchain was Puddin' Cheek. They're not. Like they're not. Like they're separate people. But I thought like I could never put that. I could never prove it or put it together. But yeah, that same way. Like nobody knows. Like so I don't know if they'll probably just say Vader on it. I don't think they'll say Anakin Skywalker in the. I think he'll be a separate collectible. Sky Guy maybe. But yeah, I just because we're getting Vader doesn't mean that we won't get Anakin at some point in the future. I think we can. Like not like Kid Anakin, like Jedi Knight, like Super Padawan Anakin. I think we get him. So did you guys watch Obi-Wan? Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I was watching it. So yeah. So not only did Disney move the Obi-Wan series to the same day as Stranger Things, but they released it they were supposed to release at the same time, 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but they released it like 2 hours prior. I was texting a buddy and they're like, hey, check this out. It's like, we're getting this early. So I stayed up, I watched that. I watched Stranger Things, a bunch of Stranger Things, not the whole thing yet. I had a business call for this giant, I can't say what deal it is yet. It's an amazing deal. Once the first part is over, I can tell everyone what it is. I hope that happens sometime in June. It's gonna rock some worlds, and it's gonna Chavez back, baby. It's gonna be great. Sonny just says they show something spicy. Oh god, that it was so good. Like so again, Hayden Christensen's in this, so obviously Vader's gonna be in this, and obviously like there's no need to get Hayden Christensen back if you're just going to have the Vader costume. That costume will probably come off at some point because, again, no reason to get him back unless you have like his face on there, at some point. Moving on. Omi Panda says, Also, it's a little bright in here. I'm gonna go with my body. Oh god, my other body, my hip. Okay. Oh yeah, it's a little more intimate, don't you think? We gotta my hip. Okay, moving on. Justin says Disney Star Wars scares me. Oh, dude, it's so good. It's like Digital Face Sport says Vader sell everything. Yeah, the market's taking a giant dump. Like if you have some money right now, this is not a bad time to go into the market. This is a pretty good time to go and buy stuff. Mostly Grails, I would say. Justin says I love the community wagers lately. Yeah, they're great. Dude, Foster's profile picture is so fun. Good times. Digital Face Sports says, no spoiler, I love Obi-Wan, but hate Disney woke BS. I didn't really see any woke stuff in the Obi-Wan. I honestly, whether it be Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, or like any of the stuff that's on the Disney Plus streaming, I have not seen any like woke stuff. You kind of see that in like the movies, which is like, like whatever, it is what it is. But in the series, like I haven't seen any of that. Like they've been pretty good about keeping a lot of crazy politics stuff out of it. I mean, the show is politics. Like, it's like straight from episode 1, like just, a lot of political stuff, but within that realm, nothing that we would really experience here. Joseph says, his lightsaber looks interesting in the picture. So I saw this meme before. I gotta share it. Yeah. Is, when you're broke buying lightsabers all day, and then Darth Vader comes with his own lightsaber. That had me dying. What was that question? Oh yeah, the picture though. I think it looked pretty normal. That looks fairly normal, I think. Oh god, it looks so badass. It looks so cool. It looks so legit. Okay, moving on. And Kobe, thank you for the super chat saying, Randy, how was the food this week? It was great. Finishing up with a protein shake. And some memorable someone said to you this week, again, just real quick, people saying that I'm really talented and they want me to write a book and get invited to go audition for a movie is insane. Send the headshots in. And just, being able to inspire normal people, everybody, but then also people that are like, in that world that are like clearly like way above me. It's like, oh my God. Excuse me. It's nuts. Moving on. Marvelous Packs is a great show. Obi-Wan delivers, and all the drops make sense to promote the show, and vice versa. Yes, I'm really hoping we get Ahsoka in this. Really hoping we get Ahsoka drop. Well, actually, I mean, if she comes like by herself with no lightsabers, that would make sense. But if she comes with a lightsaber, people are going to be like, Digital Face Sports says Kobe Bryant collects. Super Trades says, hello, what's going on? Dog Boy says, my wife says, hi, Dashy. Oh, tell her woof. Nomad Guitar says, can I buy your Veve light? Oh, you don't use it. That's more of like a sentiment. I might be moving soon. It'll probably be in like the fall, give or take. But yeah. And I don't want to say something too early because again, it might not go through. But I might be moving soon, and I would want to. Anyone want to buy my Tesla Kila? You were able to buy them back in the day for $250 a pop, but they made a very limited amount of them. Now you can buy the empty bottles for $200. And you can only get that in like one space. It's not even like eBay or Mercari. It's this really like shady site, but you can get it for $200 if you like trust them. A lot of the unopened bottles do go for $300, $350 or more. But I have full bottles with the alcohol in them. That would probably sell for like $600, if not more. But so yeah, let me know. Cash, Omi, whatever. That'll work. Where am I? Big A says, at Kobe collects. I'll buy some gems. Oh, he'll buy it. Lord of the Realm says, Darth heckin' Vader, pinch me, I'm dreaming. I pinched myself. You couldn't see it. It was off camera. It was down here. The Jerk says, hoping Darth Vader drop will be like Doctor Strange, amulet price and numbers. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that'd be legit. That'd be good. That'd be fun. Tony says, "I want to hear the smash." Okay. Um, D Supreme Stormtrooper BB-8 Darth Vader. That'd be legit. Who knows how much the Vader drop? We don't know yet. Okay. All right. This is for you, son. Oh, I don't know if I could do the. I don't know if I could do the music because that might get me demonetized. All right. So I'll try the United States of Smash. My my landlord's gonna be like, "What's going on in here, Chavez?" I couldn't do it as well as I can't like scream. If I'm in my car, I can do it better. Um, but yeah, I love My Hero Academia, and like I watch that scene. I like more times than I'd like to admit. I'll just be chilling in my car, and I'll be like, "Dun, dun, dun," like listening to like the music, and I'll see him be going United, and I was like going with like, oh, so good. Love that scene. Three poses, secret rare. We don't know if it's secret rare animated. Could be ultra rare animated. Waffles Crypto says Vader. I love this game. What's up, Randy? Yo, what's up, Wolf Crypto? Hope you're doing well. No, Guitar says, what's your friend's gems rate selling for? I don't know. Kobe wants to let everyone know. I'm not sure. Yeah. Haha lame says, is Vader a 10x on release? Depends what the price. I mean, yeah, probably depends what the price is. Yeah, it's easily. Like let's say it's $100. Yeah, it's gonna be $1,000. That easily. Not like I don't know, unless there's like 5,000 secret rare. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. Which again, like the Walt has 4,300. But granted, the Walt, that partner statue, they don't have also commons and uncommons that you can get the cheaper ones in case. Yeah. Gavin says Kobe looked great. Swin's yo Randy, great week to be in Veve with the marketplace deals and the Star Wars drop. Yeah, it's fantastic. I don't know if this is a. Let's take a look at the Star Wars lightsabers and see how many are left. I think there's like 1,000 left. No, there's like 2,000 left. So it's 531 of the Anakin. There's 524 of that. So we got about 1,057 plus 317. So it's got 1,372 plus 269. So that's 15. So that's 16. About 34. And then so 17 60. So about 1,770 left. So if you have 1,770 by 6, so it's about $106,000 left worth of stuff to buy in there, if people want. Moving on here. Only Panda says, this is a great time to be stacking when the markets come back as they do. You'll regret not dollar cost averaging now. I think we will go lower, but the bottom in a bear market is hard to call. And Splint, same with me, Splint. Me and Splint agree with Omi Panda. That's 100%. What we think we're gonna probably. After this, I don't know how much lower we go because there's no other things that they could announce or drop. Like again, but even if they announce like, hey, coming soon, Lord of the Rings or something like that, or Harry Potter, I would say that. They might again. We still have so much stuff from last year that they haven't released, that they haven't had time to go and do. So I would say even if they announce something, that we probably won't get it until like next year, maybe, if we're lucky. Justin's waiting to taste 3 zeros. Yeah, I'm waiting to taste that. I got a couple grand ready. It's not that much. It's a couple grand. Woo says, any word on how strong the marketing is at the event? They showed tweets there from yesterday. I don't know. I do know that 1 million people watched that Star Wars stream yesterday. So if I YouTube it right now, yeah, 1 million people saw that yesterday. And so Liberation Day 2 is there's about 13,000 people watching Day 2 right now, but 348,000 people have tuned in already. Probably watch their favorite segments, their favorite parts. I don't know who Alyssa Finley is. But yeah, this isn't going on for like 2, 3, 4, so like 5 hours. It's going on for 5 hours already. So again, people coming in watching their favorite parts. Yeah, there's 1 million people that viewed yesterday. There's going to be more people to view today. So how strong is the marketing for Veve? I think it'd be better if y'all can smash that like button, get this marketing up here. But I also know that Alex had tweeted out before. Alex had tweeted out, "Mighty fine way to start the holiday weekend. Mighty fine indeed," as if saying like, "Oh, like mighty," like hinting at a mighty. Like he, I think he's just being facetious there. I like, there's no way. There's like he was definitely trolling. Um, GameStop stuff, Frank Kozik stuff. There is another thing that I had to go and there's a Rick Sanchez Easter egg in Stranger Things. You'll know when it is. It's not. I'm not giving anything away, but there's something like, interesting. What's the question? 30. Oh, the marketing. Yeah. So let me. I don't know if did I not get it yet. I could have sworn I did. But it was Alex, where Alex had tweeted something extraordinarily useful, but I can't find it right now. It was basically Alex saying, "Here's all the hashtags that you need," and the hashtags were just what you should hashtag. And I don't know why I don't have it. Let me try and find it on the Twitter. Reverend Alex G, who's in a space right now. It was a retweet. Yeah, these are the handles, hashtags you're looking for. Mobilize those at Star Wars _ celebration, hashtag Star Wars celebration, hashtag yes, SWC 2022. So that is something that he had as well. Curious to see what space he's on right now. I want to view. Okay, join space. Oh, I didn't want to join the space. It's the orange bag lady stuff. The don't AMA. I forgot he was doing that. That's just my bad. Shout out to them though. Moving on. Wooloo says, any word on how strong they are? Oh, I just read that. Just says, can we get a Kenobi? Kenobi. Jinferno, what's going on? The jerk says, just wait for Labyrinth. Oh, yeah. So Pan's Labyrinth is something that we've been waiting for as well. Jim Henson's The Muppets. A lot of cool stuff. Finally getting that Jurassic Park soon, though. Can't wait for that. Can't heckin' wait. And William Warren. Oh, yeah. And you got Little Prince, got Ella MGM dolls. There's a lot of interesting things that people have been pumped for. We just haven't gotten yet. Zach R says, beers on me when we all rich. You heard it there first. Beers on him when we're all rich. Dude, so there's this guy like Turnt Tony or Two Turnt Tony. He's called like Duck Daddy. He's got like his whole family does like OnlyFans and like Feet Finder or whatever. I'm so tempted. Now, granted, he's like a million times better looking than me. So, I'm so tempted to just like do that and be like sell whatever pics and just be like, oh, yeah, here's the Omi money. You know, if I can use that for Omi or whatever, and then eventually it moons, get charity, or put that into a charity. Yeah, that'd be legit. You supply the beers, I'll supply the food truck. All right, Zach R. We'll get this. I'll get a taco truck. I'll get something good at one of the parties. That'll be great. Lou says Star Wars people need to see the Veve advertisement. They're just talking on panels. There was a tweet that was sent in yesterday as well, saying that like that ran across the screen that like a million people saw, but that ran across the screen. And it said like, so can't wait to put these lightsabers in my Veve showroom. I was like, oh. Now how many people are actually reading that? I don't know. Maybe like a couple percent, which is still like a good 30,000. Like, what is this Veve stuff? Oh my god. Have you seen the Todd Father's vault recently? Todd Father be getting everything. Oh my god. Todd Father be going crazy. Have I told you lately? Moving on here. Where was I? Pungman says a mighty Baby Yoda would look awesome. Oh, dude, that would be great. The Baby Yoda in general. He's like... So, like, the interviewers that were asking some of these questions, like, any YouTuber that we watch, you know, Orange Bag Lady, Kelly Fox, Wendy Stibalis, I know I just named a bunch of women, so I'll do you know, Tabs Trades, Foster Hill, you know, like, Cavell Anderson, like, Dan Lee, Kyle Wilson, like, every YouTuber that we watch would probably do a better job than most of these hosts out here. I was seeing stuff like, yes, like, it was just, like, awkward, like, they didn't know what to ask, like, so who's your favorite character, and why is it Baby Yoda? I was like, I can kind of understand that, but like, try to get some secrets out, man. Try to get some of this. Like, I, I get, asking, if I were to ask David Yu what his favorite character was, I don't even know if he could have answered that, because then people would have just gone running for that. Um, I don't know. I feel like I like to try to get spoilers from people, or get deep on people, like his favorite characters, and like, how do you? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little too hard on them. They literally had 1 million people watching them, so I've never had that. I think the most I ever had at one time was like 600 or 700 people watching me, on stream. Um, yeah. So, yeah. Moving on here. Dog Boy says, sold the Jeep. What should we buy? Oh, how much did you get for the Jeep, girl? We gotta talk. We gotta talk. We gotta talk. I mean, if you're going just on collectibles, that Fantastic Four #1 secret rare dipped so hard. That dipped like a motherflap. Let's see what we got here. Let's go to that. I mean, that's under like $7,000 now. I mean, it depends what you want to stack. Like Luke's lightsaber. Oh my God, stack the crap out of that. Stack the fudge out of Luke's lightsaber. I would say stack some golden moments. Stack some comics. Obviously the Waltz you got. You got how much gems you got? How do you want to put in an Omi? But Omi, that might drop a bit. That might drop. I mean, I think it was 1.4 before. Excuse me. Let's take while I'm waiting for the bit 4x to load. A super chat from Sun Eater saying that was sweet. I'm sorry for your voice. Oh yes, no, it was. I'm very happy that you appreciated the united. Like, oh, I just like, I would do that so often if like I wasn't already talking for like 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day, and like, yeah. Like there's people, like there's this girl, Not Easy Being Wheezy, because she has asthma. Like some people's like names are like the greatest. That I guess like people have kinks. I don't want to kink shame, but some people like they're just like, hey, can you scream? And she's got like hundreds of thousands, probably millions of followers on TikTok, and she just goes, why do you want me to scream? Like and I feel really bad for those that they just have to make so many videos a day of them like screaming. I'm just talking, so it's not as bad. Omi do be at 0.0014 though. 146. It do be going down. Not a ton of volume. Even like the sell volume, it's really just not there. Like there's not a bunch of orders in. And if you go, yeah, there's less than 1 million. Now, granted, it's $823,000 trading volume, up from a few days ago at like 500,000. Like this has been not good at all. It's been not good at all. I don't know why the total supply is looking at 315. It's like 310. Again, just why a bunch of these places should really have like, and I assume they do have multiple consultants, but really get in there. Really get in there. Honestly, I might do consulting just to save people money. Just be like, you guys are doing the absolute wrong thing. Like again, if you did not watch my video from early this morning, totally watch that. But I'll mention it here though. Something that luckily I've been privy to, conversations behind the scenes that were going on in like Singapore. They had this. They were like freezing people's accounts, whatever, and they were saying like, are NFTs, are they considered assets? And long story short, they came out earlier this week like, yeah, they're assets. Like, so they are alternative assets. Not a couple of days after they had announced that what I've been saying forever, that they're alternative assets, you have companies like CPF going out and and they're advertising. And now, like this is like pure cringe. Like, oh, what is that? They're using the Doctor Strange thing to try to relate to young people. What is diversification? I almost said diverticulitis, which is inflammation. Anyway, spreading your assets across a variety of investments to reduce overall risk. In other words, not putting all your eggs in one basket. Like how? Anyway, how much I cringe on that. They go to REITs, ETFs, hand-fixed deposits, cash, bonds, foreign exchange. I'm like, oh my God. That, like, do you like hate your people? But that being said, one of their things, if you could tell, right above stocks on his left hand there, it says NFTs. We got a super chat. I'll continue in a second. Zach R says 0 out of 92 on getting a secret rare on drops. Sorry, brother. You'll get it. You'll get it. You'll get it. I know you will. I believe in you. Praying for you. So look at how derpy Doctor Strange looks. Like look at like. Sorry, that's crazy. So what is CPF? CPF is one of those things where they are basically a multi-billion-dollar company, and why they're multi-billion dollars is because people say like, I don't know what to do with my money, I don't know how to invest, let me give it to you and you could manage it for me. It's basically what Americans would call 401k, retirement investment. They do that for all Singapore. What had David Hughes said in the past? He had gone and said, oh, actually we have been approached, or we're in talks with people that have these types of retirement funds that want to put billions into NFTs. Now, if I am working there, regardless of my feelings on what I think is a good NFT with a good roadmap, good utility or whatever, regardless of what my feelings are, I have to get it past public sentiment. I have to get it past, my boss or whoever, even if it's my company. If it's my company, I can make my own shots, but if I have to get it through a boss, I have to get it past like, hey, this is what we're doing and why, and how can am I going to explain to them, listen, moonbirds, because of X, Y, and Z, you should really get into them, or you should get into the Goat Society, or you should buy these pixelated, this is they're called Bored Apes. Everyone there is going to look at you like, I'm taking my money elsewhere. I don't know what the fudge you're talking about. But if you go and you're that company, you're CPF, the most powerful like retirement company in Singapore, and you say, guys, listen, there are hundreds of millions, not billions of people that love Marvel, that love Disney, that love Star Wars, and they love collecting all of that stuff. And I'm going to be buying the first appearances, the first time they've ever been shown to the world in digital format. Like it's something called the blockchain, and maybe you could explain to them if you want, but they're like, okay, that's fine. It's a lot easier sale to sell when you say you're buying Disney, Marvel, and Star Wars, as opposed to, yeah, I'm buying this little 2D picture with no utility. It's just, but you could party with DJ Khaled, if you want. And these 20-year-olds that got lucky, that's just not going to happen. That's not going to fly. I've been in the business world a lot. I've seen things fly. I've seen things go. Most countries in the world will do this at some point. Most companies in the world. So again, if you hadn't seen my video yesterday, please go watch. I give a much more detailed, much more better experience here. It was like 4 a.m, so it might not have been that good. But yes, you have individuals that buy high-end stuff. And so talking about whales, I'm glad there's like 85 people there. I wish there was a little more because it's an important conversation. Talking about whales buying up these amazing things. Talking about whales buying up these grails. It's not just whales. Whales are the first wave. What's coming in the first wave is whale, but you're going to see a yacht. You're going to see like a freaking a destroyer come in. And what are those? Those are companies. Those are not one people. Those are a conglomerate of multiple people putting in their doll hairs and being like, okay, what are we scooping up today? I've seen that before in Pokemon. I've seen that before in other stuff. Like, this happens all the time in collectibles. It's not just individuals with, a couple of bank accounts, couple tens or $100 million, whatever. No, it's conglomerates that just put me and other whales to shame. And again, I don't even consider myself a whale anymore. When Omi goes up, I probably will. But yeah, that's... And again, what are they going to buy? I don't even know if those conglomerates or whatever would even buy like lightsabers. Like maybe they would buy like the low mint ones, but I guarantee you what they would buy is they would buy grails or like super low mint grails. Like they're going hard for some stuff. They would go for sets. They would definitely go for sets. Again, would they rather get low mint? Sure. But because there's so few people that can ever get a Walt or that first Batman set or Secret Rare Spider-Man, guarantee you they're gonna want to get one. Like how do these baseball stadiums get built? Well, I mean, a lot of them for taxpayer money, but they're like, oh, why do the Vikings play at U.S. Bank? Why did the Mets play at like Citi Field? Why does Orlando Magic play at Amway Arena? Because you have all of these companies that go in and say like, yeah, I'm gonna, it's all corporate now. You have your individual whales that are gonna get stuff, but you have your corporations that are gonna come in this as well. And you think they're going to do this hard with collectibles, which I know they are because I've seen it before. Tale as old as time. Uh, they're going to go 8 times as hard on land. They're going to go 100 times as hard on land. Because that's free advertising for them. They pay for something once in a place. Like, if there is a Disney... Like, Disney filed for their own metaverse. They're going to have a different one. But if there is, like, a entrance saying, like, hey, if you have these Disney collectibles... And they say, like, hey, Veve, we'll allow you to have a Disney-verse in here that doesn't really have too much, but it will connect to our Veve-verse. You know how much traffic's going to go through that each day? What bank, what, like, toothpaste company, there is going to be so many companies that are going to buy land or want to buy land. They don't care what the price is. That are going to be right next to the Disney-verse or Star Wars land. If we have Nintendo, like Mario's Castle, freaking tap dancing, Christ, Hogwarts Castle, we have Harry Potter. There is going to be so much demand, again, from normal people, sure, won't be able to afford it. Whales, sure. And then conglomerates, giant corporations that are going to pay for this giant plot of land once and have advertising for years. People have billion-dollar budgets on advertising. You think they won't spend $500,000 on a plot of land that's like... This is absolutely stupid, insane. Like, why did I say I would spend, 10, 15, $30 million, or I'm sorry, 30 million Omi on land? Because I know what that's going to go for. I know what certain lands, I've seen it in Earth 2, I've seen it in other things. I don't mean to rant, don't mean to lecture, but that's too important to let go of. And I probably should have added that in the video. Add that in the next video. Moving on here. Where was I? Vader dropped, repose, okay. Labyrinth, yep, same. We all rich. Wolf Crypto says, if we stay down at these Omi prices and we continue to have these burns, how much do you think we'll burn by the end 22? From the circulating supply, not sure. I mean, burning 1 to 2 billion a week. I'd really rather start burning from the circulating supply. If we could do that, God, that'd be nuts. We'll see. Zakar says, Taco Truck, yes, Chief, yes. Zakar says 120 billion total burn by end of 2022. I mean, burned 50 already, so, which is just nuts. We're not even 2 years old. We're not even 2 years old. Already burned 50 billion. It's insane. Absolutely bananas. Hey, Crypto Insomniac. Joseph says, mostly wait for the dip. Sun Eater says, that was sweet. Sorry for your voice. Yes, United States of Smash. Hello, Sergeant. Hello. I think basic training was when I feel so bad for, like, military training instructors, drill sergeants that are just doing nothing but screaming all day. Like, I've seen guys just, like, literally, like not even puke, just cough up, like, blood because their throats... oh my God. Those guys are some of the strongest men in the world. My goodness. Moving on here. Justin says he's telling his friends to stack Skywalker lightsabers. Yeah, I am. That's gonna be the most popular one. That's why it's a common. So yeah, 100%. Michael Gazelian says, Randy, it's insane to think a year ago that Vader would eventually come to this project, and that Omi is still 0.0014. Either ridiculously early, or the ship has sailed out of Comey. Yeah, no, I'm going to go with the former on that. Again, last year, I think we had announced Marvel. Didn't have Disney. I mean, it was signed and whatever, but we didn't, like, have it announced. And Omi's down. Omi's down so much since last year. Do you think this company has really gotten worse? Do you think this company's value, should have been cut in half? No. The thesis of this company hasn't changed at all. This is stronger than ever. Like, oh my God, this is insane. Hey, Rio says, I haven't bought any Omi at all yet. If Omi hits 0.0009, I'm going in. You might get your chance. I put the buy order in now. You might get your chance. Crypto Insomnia says, should I sell my ultra rare for Skywalkers? I mean, I think all of these are probably pretty good bets, but I told my friends, like, Skywalkers. That's probably gonna be the best one. Yeah, everyone's gonna want that. Luke and Anakin's. Like, you don't like Luke, but you like Anakin, or you don't like Anakin. Like, yeah, what you know, pick your Skywalker there. Where was I? Zach R said, "I thank you for the super chat, saying 0 out of 92 on getting secret rare on drops. You'll get it at some point. I know you will." Mirestone Rams, what's going on? How you been? Says just for fun, bought a lightsaber, just now and got the secret rare. Yo, my man, that was a good buy. Good for you. There was somebody yesterday, like in the late afternoon, that got like the number 41. I don't know if it was Yoda or Ahsoka Tano. I was like, oh my god, it was nuts. Yeah, that's why sometimes you should keep buying and get lucky. You can get pretty lucky. Oh no. Dog Boy says, see you in Anaheim, Decon? Going to Vegas, then driving up for the show. Yeah, I'll be at Decon in Anaheim in November. I unfortunately can't go to it next week. I just I saw my girlfriend on like the 14th and like 15th, I think. Or like 13th. I saw her for like 24 hours last week or 2 weeks ago. I don't know what I was doing the first weekend in May. I think she was away, so I couldn't see her that week. I saw her on the 4th. I couldn't see her last week because I was at VCon. If I were to go like over there like tomorrow and say, hey Danielle, I'm not going to see you next week either because I'm going to I'm going to that VCon pre-party. That would not fly. That would not fly at all. That would not be good. So yeah, I gotta have a little bit of priorities here. Matt Marr says, "What are your price predictions on the Vader secret rare drop?" Oh, I really can't make predictions until we get the Medium article tomorrow. But I'm gonna assume ultra rare at 2,200 editions. I don't know, maybe like 2K a pop to start. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. Obadiah says, I'm late, but Vader time. Cold T says, Vader secret rare price prediction when market. Once tomorrow happens, I'll let y'all know. I'll do a video. Sonny just says, I love My Hero Academia. Next season will start this year. Can't wait for the anime VV collectibles. Oh, can't wait for that also. God, dude, Goku going Super Saiyan. Dude, I would love to get a All Might. I guess I'd go too, going from super skinny to super like, or him saying like United States of Smash. Oh, that'd be so great. Or like Kachan just screaming, like Kachan's like, God, he's so badass. That is such a good show. That is an amazing show. I need like an All Might like tattoo like that. That dude. All right, moving on. Matthew Smith says, I want Shrek. Oh, same girl, same. Harry Potter. Well, I don't. Buzz Lightyear, we're definitely going to get. Charizard, Mario, and Vader. Yeah, well, we're getting Vader. Charizard, again, if I were the Nintendo company, I would say, like, I would convince Pokemon, which I think they could. No, 33%. They have 33% of the company. I think they would convince Pokemon to go and say like, "Hey, you do this," and then if it's a success with Pokemon, then Nintendo comes and brings the rest of their stuff. Which, of course, it would be a major success. It'd be nuts. It'd be crazy. Good times. So yeah, I in that case, I would actually expect to see Pokemon first. I don't think it would work the other way around. Nintendo would be like, yeah, we'll take the risk first, and then Pokemon will get you going at some point. I don't think it would be that. I think it would be the other way around if they were to do something like that. We could have it. We could not. Well, we don't need it. That's not something that we actively need right now. Part of me, because I love Veve so much, and because I can think long term here, Veve has no serious competition. But if Nintendo decided to be like, all right, we're doing, we can make video games, we can make a metaverse, we can, we already have Pokemon Go, we can interact with that, we can, we have cards, whatever. They can put referral code, like they just bought a whole bunch of printers, that Pokemon company. They just be like, all right, for our next print run, we say like you can go and there's a QR code. They can set up their app, whatever, and say, yeah, we're gonna go and send out QR codes so you can get your digital copy, your digital clone, whatever it is. Hang on one second, guys. I gotta grab some more water and. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Okay. Sorry. I would suggest, again, why I would want that is because that would force Veve to kind of, I think, step up the game a little bit. Because, again, right now, Veve's in the clear lead. No competition for miles, for years. Years from now. Damn, hang on. So if they actually had some real competition, I could see them trying a little harder, All right, moving on. Alex says, I want Harry Potter, Transformers, Mario, and Pokemon. Yeah, Transformers is another good one. That, G.I. Joe, My Little Pony. Those would be legit. Moving on here. Matthew Smith says, we're going to get all of it. We're so freaking lucky. That's true. And this is like, I was born lucky. I was just like, I've always said that. I'm like Nell from Advance Wars. If you don't know that game, go play it. So good. Advance Wars 2, I think, is even better because you actually get to play as Nell. Don't get to play as her in the first one. Yeah, I was born lucky, and if it's not for anything else, it's not for, and I'm not taking away any of Akomi and Veve's hard work, but just because I want it and it would benefit me, it'll probably happen. Just because it will. Yeah, I think that maybe we have something called NFT wars. Maybe Amazon says, well, we're going to start our NFT collection because we have all the MGM licenses and we have, Lord of the Rings. Damn it, hang on. I have like allergies like a mother flapper today. I'm so sorry. I don't know why. But yeah, if you could have Amazon do that. MGM, you have Rocky, you have Lord of the Rings on there. You have a lot. You have a lot of good stuff. Granted, we already have James Bond, but I think they could do that. And God, Apple would probably not do too hot. I mean, they could try. Like, what are they going to make though? Maybe like try to buy Gary V's V front. I don't think Gary would sell. I mean, you already have Recur with a bunch of licenses, and you have. But yet, honestly though, any new company is starting so far behind. Even if it's Amazon, even if it's Nintendo and Pokemon, starting so far behind. I think everyone would just go with Veve. Like Veve is the Disney of NFTs. Veve is the Tesla of NFTs. There's no competition. Moving on here. Matthew Smith, we're going to get all of it. Yeah, I think so too. Crypto Insomniac says, thanks. Darth Chaos says, hey everyone. Hey Randy. Finally, Vader, spicy. Matthew Smith says, we don't need Pokemon, but God, I want it. And God, I can't afford it. Yeah, same. If they do announce it, I really hope they don't announce it until it's like, all right, we'll but again, like, let's say if we already had it, let's say from like, again, how do you get Disney without having Pokemon? Like, how you have to have something before you can't just walk into Disney's office and be like, yeah, we want to do this. And like Disney's not going to say yes to that unless you had like something else. And there's no way. So I think that, I mean, maybe they just use Alfred Kahn's weight, but yeah, if they did have Pokemon, let's say in like 2018, 2019 or whatever, and they use that to get the Disney license, how long was that Pokemon license last for? Like, are we just going to do announce Pokemon next year, do it in 2024, in the next bull market, and then we have them for 1 year, and then they, like, I don't know. I think that'd be silly. Sunny is the Goku and All Might transformations as animated secret rares would be dope. They'd be amazing. Yeah, agreed. I cannot afford the Pokemon. Like, if I'd be so sad. I would have a special pot of money for just Pokemon. That's what I would do. Moon says, do you own any oil gold properties in E2? I'm not 100% sure. To be honest, I haven't really looked. And let's see here. I don't know how you look. I guess I could put filter by, no, not status, filter by, not class. Okay, sort by, I don't really give me anything to sort by. All right, filter by tier 1, I guess. And then, all right, tier 1 tiles in Antarctica. Let's take a look at this guy. Take a look at this bad boy. And I'll view it. And I have, what are the deets on it? It's actually for sale. I don't know why I put it for sale. Resources to be determined. If I have to go through every single property and take a look at, you know, like what it is, I'm never gonna find it because I'll just never find it. Okay, tier 1 property. It's all in Antarctica. Like all I have is like Antarctica tier 1 property now because of my Megacity. Okay, here we go. Tier 1 in Bafada. I don't know where the heck this is. Oh, it's land class 2 though. I don't know if I'm gonna get anything out of this, but I'll see. I'll look at it for you. Resources to be determined. Yeah, I don't think I have anything. I'm pretty sure I have nothing. Like I think they would have told you by now, right? You know, go into resources, raw materials, blueprint. Yeah, no, there's. I got nada. Sorry, friendo. X out of some of that. X out of this. All right, moving on. Ryan says there's 7,500 Tods, and their peak was 15,000. Still sitting at about 3K. 2,200 Darth Vader will be above 2K right away. Whales will buy this up like crazy. First appearance, 2,200. Secret Rare is going to skyrocket. I hope so. I hope I'm able to get one. I'll put money in for one. If I don't get one on the drop, oh God, I don't know. I'm so scared of that being like a Spider-Man if I don't get it. Now I overpaid for that at first. You know that Spider-Man. You know I paid like 3,300 for it. Where the next week, you had people like Foster Hill sell for 1,600, which I should have bought more down there. And then it, you know, you saw what it did. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Ooh, why is my camera out? Okay, get out of there, get out of there. Okay. Bill Gardner says, Kenobi episodes are epic. Time to grab this Vader. Yeah, Kenobi episodes are pretty... So I like... The one thing I hate about it, or maybe I'm nitpicking here, because it is very good. It's very entertaining so far, is that they just, like, make him old. And I get it. It's supposed to be 10 years after he was, like, this great Jedi, and not the same person he was anymore, but, like, he's just... I don't know, man. Like, you don't, like, hide your... You don't just, like, practice your skills in, like, in hiding. I mean, now, granted, I am not hiding for my life or anything, and I am a shadow, a former, you know, not even close to what I used to be. Granted, I'm really busy now, and, you know, as go older, you just get lazy. But, like, I don't know. I hate how they make him look like an old man, kind of, you know? And I don't even mean just, like, looks. I mean, like, I hate the way that they have him fight and the way they represent him. Like, And now, I imagine at some point, they're going to go through a training montage with Obi-Wan, and he's going to get back to his, like, oh, like, you know? Like, I imagine at some point they'll do that. I hope. Vidimon says the saber on surround sound is kicking some serious ash while listening to the stream. Oh, I can imagine. It's so cool. Crazy Dan 420's Vader has arrived on Veve, and everyone is stoked. But what will all the haters complain about next is the question. It's going to be about, I don't know, whatever price. I like, they are, like, it's so strange. So that, like, the company that and the crew they put money into, they fund their own investment. It is, like, the strangest thing ever. Like, I obviously expect a little bit of immaturity. You know, it's new technology. It's a new company. You expect some of the fans to be, like, first-time investors, which a lot of them are. But it's just the lack of patience and understanding. I didn't think it would, like, I had my suspicions that, you know, but I didn't think the situation would have been this dire, where people are just, like, because they're in crypto and it's all they've ever known. It's like Macy's Day Parade. Or is that Boulevard of Broken Green? Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Only one that I have ever. I think they'd use that in Macy's Day Parade too. Anyway, um, because that's the only type of investing they've ever known, and things move really quickly there. Like none of them know anything about patience. Like none of them know any delayed gratification. It is, but I think this is a good learning experience. Like first time investing in a bear market, or in a bull market, and then to experience the first bear market. Yeah, I think this is a really good learning lesson for people. And I think by 2024, 2025, when we're in the next bull market, people will know what to do. They'll be like, okay, been here before. I take a little bit of profit, take a little here and there, and then what? And then you say, okay, wait for the bear market, and then you buy up. This is how you make investors. This is how you make good investors. Experience. Darth Chaos says it's on par. Says he's got trauma still and he's lost hope. This leads to Rebels Kenobi. Oh, dude, Rebels is so good. So this is why, and again, so they're for people that have seen Rebels, they like kind of know what happens. Like one of the Inquisitors, like the main like General Inquisitor. I can't even say it because like, it's gonna be spoilers. But we know because of Rebels. Well, he's around in Rebels, so unless they're completely retconning a couple of things, so a lot of the characters that you see here, that are from Rebels that you see here, obviously they survive because they're like obviously Vader and Kenobi don't die. You see that in the movies, but if you haven't seen the shows, there are some characters in Rebels that you see in here that, again, unless they're retconning a whole bunch of stuff, are not going to, it's not going to happen. Not going to die. Fun on the Sun says Veve creates daily excitement. Dude, I have so much. Like this next video is going to be like a 20-something minute video, unless I really cut a lot of stuff out. Because again, the video yesterday was just about. It's just about whales. It's just about. Again, what I see, like the amount of fun. Oh my god! So let me. I should save this for the next video, but I won't. I'll tell you guys what it was if I can even find it, which I don't even know if I can. Yeah. So this person was saying, you say there's 950,000 people watching an event, which there's over 1 million now. It says, and I just checked right now, and the lightsaber is still available. What does that mean? He says it means if they would have lowered the price and the mint count, they would have sold out. And which he's right. If they would have lowered the price and mint count, they would have sold out. But what's the main goal? Is your main goal to sell things out, or is your main goal to make as much money as possible? Is your main goal is to have as much product as possible while still maintaining collectability, which is not easy to do. But the people that I would trust to do it are people that are successful in this industry that know what flies and what doesn't fly. But he says, and more importantly, it would have helped. It would have held their price better in the marketplace. Now, both those things are true to this person's credit. If they would have lowered the price and lowered the mint count, it would have held up better in the marketplace. But again, that's short-term thinking. You have to look at it from every single angle. You have to look at it. What are the ramifications, consequences if I do lower the mint count, lower the price, up the mint count, up the price? You have to take a look at everything. You can't just pick and choose which ones you don't like and not pay attention to what the alternative would be. Because again, obviously, you want more for the future. Like, it would be not as fun to come in and then just things are just to the moon. Like, that's great for the people that are here. It's like unions. It's great for the people that are in them, but unions kind of run Democratic Party, kind of run America, whatever. That's why Joe Biden hates Elon Musk. But at some point you have to take a look at stuff that's greater than you. Yeah, it'd be great for us if they did that, but you have to take a look at the future and the health of the overall success of the company. He says Veve is screwing up. Unfortunately, guys like you can never criticize them and give them free passes to outright lie. Which again, they never lie. They just, when they say something that something is coming, they just miss their target on when they say it's coming. They didn't lie. It's just going to happen later than they wanted it to. Which again, they want it more than anyone else. But again, I criticize them all the time. Like I say like, hey, they probably should have done like the tweet I made before. It would probably behoove the company to go and say, hey, we take care of our own. We're going to send Johnny Dunn out to the Star Wars conference. We're going to send Dino Lang. We're going to send Johnny. We're going to send Sleeping We're going to send these superstars out to this conference for free. Put them out. What does that cost them? Maybe $10,000. Maybe it costs the company $10,000 to do that. and get people that really like Star Wars to go out there, have a blast, but wear their Veve shirts, get lightsabers, like, oh, and show people, show other people, show like, hey, have you seen this? This is so cool. Like, I just saw this outside, and like, I think that would behoove that company greatly if they were to do that, because again, it's not like they're giving hundreds of thousands of dollars to a YouTuber, not Cryptos R Us, where they don't know anything about the company. It doesn't make sense to give a YouTuber like Cryptos R Us, where he can't tweet about it, he can't say anything about it. Every time somebody asks him about Akomi, I think they have good licenses. Yeah, and that's all you say. Like, I love that. Like, that dude is so heckin' smart. But put the put that money into someone that knows your company intimately. Put someone that knows, a little bit of crypto, but also what you have coming out for you. Now, to their credit, what they did in LinkedIn on one of their last job postings was a couple weeks ago at this point, had gone and said, hey, we need somebody that's well versed in X, Y, and Z, and also anime. So you kind of know what's coming from that job listing, and they are doing a better job of that. But to say that I never criticize them, like, I do that all the time, but I don't give free passes. I just understand, and this is what I do. I hope to explain why things happening. It's like, Weatherman, like, were they wrong? No, this is what was happening based on what we knew at the time, but because of X, Y, and Z happened, this giant storm broke up into a bunch of littler storms. Littler? Smaller? And that's what happens. It says, look at your Omi investment. It's trash. And to his credit, I when I bought in, it wasn't $1 million. When I bought in, it was like 500,000, give or take. Went up to over $1 million, and now it's like maybe 200,000, like probably not even. It says, I'm in the same boat, so they'll take responsibility for buying Omi. At the same time, I listened to the team, and they lied about. And again, it's not them lying; it's just stuff being delayed. So it's still not here. I'll continue to criticize the Akomi team because it was them who promised stuff and failed to deliver. But be a moon boy if you just want to be too objective. But again, I'm probably the most objective because I have run businesses in the past, and because I have, been a collector in the past, I've been successful at it, and it's not the first time that I'm investing in something. Like this person that's saying all this, probably their first time at least investing in tech. So yeah, that's I forget what brought up this comment, but I really wanted to go and read that. So that's Crazy Dan saying the haters gonna complain about it. But yeah, Veve does create daily excitement. Moon says, we need a script to sort properties by resources soon, or it exists maybe already. It might. I know people. I think they could do that with a heat map on Earth too. Hang on. Hydration is good. I think they can do it with a heat map, but I ain't got all the time for that. Darth Chaos says they better not retcon him. So yeah, that General Inquisitor, that head Inquisitor. So for those that don't know, that Inquisitor that is in Obi-Wan, he was a guard at the Jedi Temple. It's just after that he had after Order 66, so like he was pretty against like the way that the Jedis were like leading things like from the get-go. And when Order 66 was executed, he's like, all right, I'm just gonna join the dark side. So he became, head Inquisitor. But again, they didn't go through that. I don't think I saw him in the flashback scene in the Obi-Wan series. So there's a decent chance that they do retcon a couple things. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Again, it's a surprise. Bill Garner says price prediction for Vader and min sizes. I've done this like 3 times already, but I'll try to do it again. I think 2,200 mints and I don't know, like $3,000 maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I think that's too much right now. Based on all of us just. We'll see though. We'll see. Omi Pandas is facts. People investing in Veve and Omi now are early. Major retail isn't here, but yet they will come. The bear market could last a while. Stacking time. Patience pays off in solid crypto project. Yeah, 100%. This is we need like a book of Omi Pandas, just like sayings and words and anecdotes. That's just my sense. I feel like that episode of House where he's got this doctor on his team that wasn't really a doctor. He was a janitor but a janitor in Harvard, and the janitor happened to have like an eidetic memory, and it's like, I've heard every lecture like 7 or 8 times, like the smartest one there, and House cuts him even though he was the best doctor. Why does House cut him? Because and he even says, before House even says it, you don't need someone on your team that thinks the exact same way as you do. Me and Omi Panda think in the exact same way. Like, okay, we need, I don't need to write a book. Omi Panda have a book. I'll co-sign it. That'd be great. Bill Gardner says, I'm running a 5K tomorrow. My number is 699. Thought you might appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Come on, nice down below. Darth Chaos' people. I can't. I hope the ones that think like them don't go for Vader. It gives me a better chance. I hope they do and sell them for below retail. Because that's... oh, God. There are definitely going to be deals to be had. Like when there's mass chaos... and this is what I can't wait for. What I can't wait for is for them to do multiple drops a day, and for them to never have a day off again. Like, they just continuously do drops and drops and drops. And, why? Because I should get a shirt that says, I've seen this before. Back when PWCC was on eBay, when they allowed their auction, which was a really big auction house. I don't know what place they're in as far as the size, but they're a pretty big auction house. And they would have hundreds, if not like thousands of Pokemon cards go in once every 6 weeks, like once every other month, about give or take. They would start on a Thursday, and they would go 10 days. So they would start on a Thursday, go through Sunday, they'd go through that Thursday, and then they would end on the following Sunday. So it'd be a 10-day auction, and because there's so many cards that were going on eBay via this PWCC auction house, they would go and they would have there's deals to be had, because not everybody could keep track of the thousands of cards, many of which were the same. Not everybody could keep track of that, and not everybody was good at that Google foo or that eBay foo where you knew how to search for things. And you can see okay, I remember this 100%. Giovanni's Nidoran, first edition PSA 10, was listed at $21, which by now is a steal because it costs $50 to grade a card, which is freaking nuts. I would see it go for $30 on PWCC. I was like, people are already bidding $30 on this. You can get this for $20. Boom, snipe the one with $20. That's going to happen on Veve. Guarantee you that there's going to be stuff going on auctions where it's just, people just don't see it. People can't keep up with every item. As it gets bigger, it'll get harder and harder to do that, and that's where a lot of opportunity is going to lie. Now, I've done this before on big ticket items. Secret Rare Captain America, Storm, Ultra Rare Spider-Man, sub 100s. But that's bigger ticket items. I wouldn't want to do this for hey, I'm going to buy this down here at $10 and sell it for $30. That's, I guess you could, if you're a hustler, totally hustle and do that. I guess it's a lot easier to do that here than on Pokemon cards, because Pokemon cards, you actually have to, tape up your stuff and, bubble wrap up your stuff. And take your time and go to the post office and waste gas and and do all that. It costs dollars to ship. You don't have to do that with digital cards, but this is why it's so disruptive. This is why it's such an amazing piece of disruptive technology. It's why it's so innovative, because you don't have to do all that. This is what got me into it in the first place. The amount of work that you don't have to do, the amount of work that this takes out for the average flipper, it's just insane. And that will come again, guarantee it. You can mark my words, put that on your plate, guarantee that happens. Where was I? Yeah. Matt Mars says, Walt price prediction end of year. It'll still probably be in a bear market, so I would say, I don't know, 20K, give or take. Depends if we have Omi to NFT or not. NFT guys says, can't wait to get my Grail Vader for below retail. Maybe a common might go below retail. I picture probably would. People are I'm not sure. I don't think yet. Not announced anyway. Moving on. I'm so so I don't know. I'm so curious to what's that good. Again, I'll make a video tomorrow about that, and see where we go. Ooh, Ernesto Q gave me says, my neck hurts, but I'm extremely excited about this drop. Yeah. That's great. David Yu liked my oh god, no, I didn't want to do that. He liked my share, my retweet. Daddy, you. Remember Soldier Boy? You do it, Soldier Boy. I can't wait for The Boys season 3. I think that comes out next week. Yeah, it's next week. The Boys season 3, a week from today. Soldier Boy, Jensen Ackles. I love him so much. Ooh. Can't wait for that. Let me go to some YouTube comments here. I'll read some of those while I'm waiting for everything else. Oh, I have none. Oh, very good. I've been pretty good today, watching all my Stranger Things, watching my Obi-Wan Kenobi stuff. Let's see how many of the Star Wars stuff is left. The lightsabers. 507. So these have really slowed down. 491. Okay, all right. So we have 998 right now. Plus 295, so that'd be 1098. So that'd be 1192. Plus 246, so that'd be about 13. That'd be 1428. And then we have plus 120, so 1428. So it'd be 1528. So it'd be 1552. So I have 1,552. I can't do that math times 60, so I'll do my calculator. $93,000 left for that to go. Crypto Knives, the price for tomorrow's drop. I should just pin like a tweet there. Blind box probably be like $70 maybe. I could picture that for a blind, maybe $100 blind box. Aloha says, "Hey Randy, what are the other two dark side characters that will be in the set for Sunday?" I think it's just Vader. I think it's just Vader in 3 positions. I don't think, unless I'm reading that wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's just Vader. If I was reading that wrong, that's important. Let's go to the Veve Twitter here. Meow, 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 meow. Sorry, I love meow. Turn around. Oh, well, it does say the Dark Sides Collections debut NFT Sith Lord Vader. Actually, the Star Wars Dark Side Collections debut NFT is Sith Lord Darth Vader. Now, I think that just means that it's only Darth Vader. 3 premium digital collectible. Yeah, I think it's just Darth Vader. It's a Dark Side collection, but this is just the first iteration we have of it. Huh. So, I don't know if any of y'all played Lego Star Wars. I have been over the moon about playing that game. You get an achievement for killing Jar Jar Binks like 10 or 20 times. Amazing. Absolutely so much fun. But they're doing a Star Wars vacation? Star Wars Summer Vacation. Dude, I love Recess, School's Out. Like that movie. So that show was so good, but that movie. Like a lot of shows that, were shows that making movies kind of suck, but that one was great. Anyway, this is. I think that. I mean, I don't know. I don't think we have Lego yet, but this could be a good time to give some. I would collect a bunch of Lego stuff. Everyone, like, people make businesses out of Legos. Just like buying a bunch of pieces, selling pieces, like, buy 5 cents here, sell 15 cents there. Yeah, people go ham. Go ham. But if they did have 2 other things outside of Vader, which I think it's just Vader, they'd probably have like maybe like Ventress or just the dark side. So, and maybe an Inquisitor. I don't know if they would necessarily be Sith Lords. They might just be the dark side, which you don't need it to be Sith Lords. But they said dark side. I don't know. We'll see. Where was I? Joe Hugster says, "I'm contemplating whether dollar cost average my Omi, bring it down from 0.006, or buying a nice mint Darth Vader. Can't do both. Maybe play the long game. Omi now, NFTs later. Your thoughts would be appreciated." So, I do think that fireworks. I do think that collectibles will go up a lot first, because again, it's a lot simpler for collectibles to go up. All you need is people to come in, and for Omi, you need Omi utility, you need marketing, you need exchanges, and I honestly, I don't think we get that till next year. Like, I really don't. So I think, why I haven't. I do compare Omi to the markets like the Nasdaq and Bitcoin pretty much every video. And it does do well against them, like more times than not. But because again, bear market and innovative companies tend to thrive in bear markets. But I think it's a lot easier for the NFTs to go up. Also, I do think that this recession is not over, and I think that it gets a little worse before it gets better. So I do think that OMI can hit 3 zeros. Will we? I don't know, but I think it can. So I would say, and again, I would hate for you to like miss. Like I don't want to say OMI's guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed. But I would put OMI against most of these collectibles here in the long term. In the short term, collectibles are probably going to outpace, like almost all of them. But long term, so yeah, I would say if my friend Joe was asking, I'd be like, Joe, I'd just go for the Vader, and OMI's probably going to be down here for a while, so I would say just go for Vader. Darth Vader says the Lego Star Wars panel was great. Jedi Survivor trailer. Oh my God, Cal, I love you. All right, so Cal Kestis is one of he's just a G, like an absolute a fan favorite. I'm trying to think. Where's let's get a good picture of him. Turn around, look at what you see in your face, just like this good-looking brunette boy, but he's just so good. He's so strong. He's so epic. Everyone loves him. Matt Mars is only to NFT. Walt price. Oh, once we get only to NFT. $35, $50, not $35, $40. To start, because again, I don't think we get a. I don't think we get a. Just because there's only to NFT doesn't mean they'll do marketing for this. Now they are a little bit, and I'll put this in a video later. They did have a. Where'd you go? I miss you. So they are doing a Jurassic World. They are doing marketing for that in Germany. I think it's either Germany or Austria, because this is German. So yeah, I would say it's either Germany or Austria. And they have, and like I said, they're advertising at the event. So just because they have only the NFT though, doesn't mean that they're going to be advertising full-fledged for the app. I don't think they will yet. So I don't. It would help people like me diversify a little bit, and I'd be like, okay, all right, I don't need 132 million OMI. I could spend a couple million. But again, right now, I would not spend OMI at this price. That's stupid. What do I get? What is Walt? I would just buy the gems. I would just use OMI to buy the gems, and I would buy what is Walt? What is he $8,000? It's stupid what he's at. Let me go to the brands. Golden Moments. Partner statue. 108 for sale. Wow, yeah, $8,000. So I would much rather pay. I'd have to pay 3 million OMI to get $4,200. So 3 million OMI is about $4,200. I would get, what would I get with that? I'd get about 8,000 gems. So I'd rather not do that. I'd rather wait till OMI goes up a little bit, so I only have to spend 2 million OMI. Because again, I do think that OMI goes to more than $1, maybe probably multiple dollars before the end of the decade. And yeah, that's, I mean, again, even if we don't burn any from the circulating supply, that'd put us with a $310 billion company. Yeah, or at least market cap for OMI. Yeah, that's done. So I wouldn't want to do that right now. Moving on. When Supergirl says, Randy, what's going on, Wendy? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing fantastic. Earth 2 Pokemon, the real Professor Oak says, I'm a Randy OG. Yeah, Earth 2 Pokemon, the real Professor Oak, total Randy OG. I love you, homie. Pablo says, I got that secret rare Obi-Wan comic today. Going to the... Dude, good for you, mate. I got an uncommon, which is cool. Pretty legit. What's up, Buck Nasty? I hope you're doing well. Bogdan said, I had a dopamine rush looking at the Star Wars posters. Forgot how much I love Star Wars. Yeah, I watched A New Hope the other day. You know, I watched that Obi-Wan Kenobi series today. Like I'm not as obsessed with it as I was years ago because I had more time years ago. But it was, I can't help but get excited because of the feels that I get when I look at that artwork. When I look at that, like this is really happening. Like we are so lucky to be alive in this time. Like not even just alive. I mean, so most of my, I'll go to my YouTube analytics. I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. Let's take a look, see. And I take a look at my audience. Most of the people that watch me are between 25 and 44 years old. That's like my wheelhouse there. That's my thing. Like a lot of us that are, you know, late 20s, early 30s. Put myself in there with 20-year-olds. We like the same things. We grew up on SpongeBob and Pokemon, and you know, a lot of us grew up on the prequels. Now, obviously, before the prequels, yeah, you know, I saw Star Wars multiple times. It was always on like TNT or it was TNT mostly, or it was, I don't know if it was maybe I don't think Sci-Fi Channel was even a thing back in the day. I think it was before it became like the Hub or Sci-Fi Hub or something. But yeah, it was on. I think it was on like MTV a couple times too. Before it was in, but then yeah, like you know, you just get engrossed in it. And again, back in the day when you don't have computers, and all you have is like movies, like why do I quote everything? Why do I go and I make like Avatar and SpongeBob and Pokemon and all these crazy references all the time? Goofy movie, like Recess. It's because we didn't have computers. We didn't have social. Like, all we had was constant reruns of constant watching the same tapes. I said tapes, not DVDs, because that's what we had. I feel a little old here. This one meme I saw. It was like a few years ago when the new CGI Lion King came out. It was this dude that like took his like little nephew to see it. He's like, you know, I actually saw this, you know, when it came out in theaters when I was your age. And he's like, was it in black and white? And he's like, you know, screw you, little dude. Like, no, it wasn't in black and white. Like, oh, it was great. Kids are so funny. Kids are so hysterical. Is it in black and white? And you're like, he was our age. The fact that I get that, like, you know, kid-like feel. Again, most days I do feel like I'm like 15, 16 anyway. But the fact that this like brings my mind back to that age, like, and like that feeling, it's just, I remember going to the theater. I remember cosplaying. My first cosplay ever was Darth Maul. I wish I had photos of that. It was epic. I like what I did was I put in my Star Wars Phantom Menace tape, and I had got so it was a cosplay. It was for the second movie. What I had done was I had put a piece of paper over the TV, and I'd pause it where he was like, and I was like, okay, let me like draw the lines, and okay, put a B for black, R for red, and I just got some. Where did I get it from? I think it was not from. I think it was Party City. I got the makeup from, and then going with my friends to the show like at midnight for those movies. It was, oh god, it was so cool. The fact that taking a look at this stuff brings me back to that like simpler time is just a testament. I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. I know I'm not the only one that goes and like nostalgia is one of the most powerful drugs in the world. Maybe even more so than love, because love is like for another person, you get that like feel, but nostalgia is like for yourself. Nostalgia is like, no, I want to do it just because of the way I feel. Like people spend probably hundreds of billions of dollars each year on stuff that is just nostalgic. That is a powerful drug, man. And we have it, and we're able to buy it early, and like this is nuts. This is insane. Or was I here? When Supergirl says we old, we do be old though. I think me and Wendy are the same age. We do be very old. I'm in a group chat with Wendy. And there was one person that said, like, I don't think the Star Wars comic is going to do well, you know, because of X, Y, and Z, you know, like, given, like, some decent points. And then Wendy's like, but it's Star Wars. And, like, there's no other thing. And then somebody else says, like, yeah, Wendy just destroyed it with facts. Like, but it's Star Wars. That's all you need. It's all you need. Who's that? All you need is love. All you need is Star Wars. Yeah. Moving on. Vicente Luna says, I remember getting into Veve just praying Star Wars would come out. This is our Spider-Man. Dude, this is our everything. This is our Barry White. This is our first, my last, my everything. Is that Barry White? Name that movie. I'll name it for you. It's called Money Talks. So great. Charlie Sheen, Chris Tucker. Oh my God, it was so good. Oh my God. And then you had, what's her name? Heather Locklear. Oh, Heather Locklear. My goodness. I love blondes. I really, really do. All right, moving on. Will Gardner says, Randy, you're really versed in comics. Did you ever get into collecting comics? I'm really versed in like big storylines, like Civil War, or like maybe like Death of Spider-Man, or there was I forget what Spider-Man it was. I think it's like Ultimate Spider-Man, Revenge Spider. No, it was one Spider-Man that was actually Doc Ock. But again, I'm into certain arcs and certain stories that I've read a couple times, like Civil War, Jonathan Hickman's Avengers, New Avengers, like the whole Secret Wars thing. But I'm not real, because they're so good, they're so epic, they're so like. What if you go to see Doctor Strange and you realize what they're planning? It's like what we know when we saw in Episode 2 of Star Wars. It's like, if they find out what we are planning to build, we are done for. Like Viceroy Gunray, and they're planning the Death Star. Like, we know what they're planning. It's like, if you've read the comics, like what they mean by incursion and the Illuminati. Like, oh my goodness, like the amount of epicness that has come out of the next 10 years of Marvel movies. You're not prepared. You're not ready. It's like the secret stuff on Veve. Like, you're not prepared. Not ready. You have no idea what's coming. Oh my heckin' goodness. But no, I read a bunch of Deadpool, read a bunch of Wolverine and Captain America, but I never really got into collecting. I am now, just because I like it. Like, I don't know, it's fun. And just the amount of respect that some people have, like when I first started getting into it, and I didn't know much about some of like the older stuff, some of the Grails, and Sleepin has something like in his room, and someone's like, "Oh my God, you have that? Like, you're a whale!" Or Sleepin and Comics and Crypto are just so good with these things, and it's just kind of wanting to emulate, like, how do you become the best? You emulate the best, like. Those guys in comics are just gurus. So I've never really gotten into collecting. I really do want to, but I have to wait till Omi Moons. I gotta wait until that kind of does its thing. Pablo says, just got Ahsoka Tano for 135 to the moon. Who's coming with me? Let's go. When Supergirl says, I'm always right. Wendy is so smart at TA, at like the technical analysis, and just I would put Wendy on par with Kelly, the Veve Fox. She was on the other day, and I always knew she was good. Like, she's always good at tracking stuff, always good. And I need to have her on again, because there's so much data to go over. There's so much, her mind, her what she does with her time is just so good. And Wendy's just on par with, like, posting like, hey, I think we're hitting this price point. I think we're going to this. I don't think Wendy's been wrong in the last like couple months. Like, say, like, as like, so yeah. Wendy's very good at that. Like, I really wish Wendy would put that on like her channel. Like, hey guys, I think we'd do it, because like, get so many subscribers, so many more subscribers. You got this, Wendy. You got this. Oh, John K. Yeah, Superior Spider-Man. That was it. So for those of you that don't know, I can't believe I forgot the title. It involved Peter Parker being like a jerk. He was being like a mean guy to like cops. He was being a mean guy to like the other Avengers or whatever. And it's like, what's going on, Peter? What you doing? What is you doing? And it turns out that Doc Ock is dying. Something like Captain America or something tells Spider-Man, like, hey, we got to your presence is requested by Doc Ock. He's like, okay, all right, a little weird, all right. So he goes there, and we find out that Doc Ock's mind is in Peter Parker's body, and Peter Parker's mind is in Doc Ock's body. And what he realizes while fighting, I think it was one of Spider-Man's villains. Was that a Ben Reilly one, or was that this one? Whatever it was, like, I think he punches like a jaw, like, clean off. Like, he just like punches someone's jaw, like, doesn't even grab it and rip, and just like he just like, and from that moment, we the reader, he as Doc Ock realized, whoa, Peter Parker do be holding back his strength though. Like, holds himself, like House holds himself back from insulting people. Peter Parker does never uses his full strength. And basically, Doc Ock always had Doc Ock was smart enough to never underestimate Peter, but he never really, and he respected him to a point, but he respected like his fighting skill and like his strength and I guess his mind, again up to a point. Whereas after he fights him, like, and he's in his body, and basically Peter changes his heart so that, because again, Peter is in like the worst shape ever. Like he's about to die. He loses like everything. Like the writers can never give Peter Parker a break. Like he can never be happy for more than like 2 months. Like that man just gets crapped on, like Cleveland steamer all over the place. And what happens is that Doc Ock, in his mind, in the body of Peter Parker, says, he's like crying. He's like, I'm sorry, Peter. Like I promise, I'm gonna be the best Spider-Man that anyone's ever seen. And it's just a beautiful heckin' story. That is like that got me, man. That made me feel a certain type of way. Oof, big oof. Yeah, that was a oof. Okay, moving on. Crazy Dan 420 says Heather Locklear was incredibly good. Oh my gosh, I think she's still good looking. Like, I like older women, but yeah, her she was probably one of the most beautiful women in the world at one point. That was not even fair how good looking that woman was. Like, it's like Hillary Duff right now. Hillary Duff the last 10 years, 5 years. Like I said, like older women. 10 years ago she was prettier. She was like in her 20s. Yeah, it's not fair. Like how ridiculously good looking. So it's like constant like blue steel, like constant blue steel. Ginferno says I have lots of VHS. I have a neat one from when I was a kid. How to win at Nintendo games. It shows you some tricks on a few original NES games. Oh, that is so cool. I would very much love to see that. Is there a way you can pull like the Ring and like copy it? So speaking of the Ring. There was this one TikTok I saw where this guy, he's like in his 40s. He used to work, like 20 years ago when the Ring came out, he used to work at like a Blockbuster, and they would get tapes all the time of like random, like whatever. And, and they would say like the names of them on the outside. And he's like, oh, these must be the new The Ring tape. So he took one home with him, to watch it. He hadn't even seen the movie. He just took one home, and he's like, I'm going to watch this. I didn't really have any interest. I heard it was pretty good. And what he got wasn't The Ring, like the actual movie. What he got was The Ring, the actual tape. Like the actual 7-minute tape or whatever it was. And he's just like, like he's trying to like call his roommate was out at the time, calling his friend's dogs, like come protect him. He's like, what the fudge did I just watch? It was, oh my god, that was like the craziest TikTok. I was like, no heckin' way. Yeah. Sunday Bucket says, got a secret rare saber, number 521, for 162 yesterday. Tempted to sell it to have gems for Sunday, but no, you definitely want to hold that. You want to hodl that ish right now. Wendy Stibalis is laughing. Yeah, you should. You should make that more content, Wendy. We need more Wendy content. Let's see what we got here. Oh, my buddy got a Jane Foster Dude, I can't, again, she's integral to Secret Wars, so we need to see her. Yeah, straight up fire. Oof. Got it years ago for $50. Oh my god, straight up fire. Oh, there's a Star Wars tribute called The Power of the Dark Side. I have to look at that. So yeah, in Pokemon now, because PSA is under like new ownership, whatever, for the last year or so, maybe not even that long. It used to cost you, well, you can get like a bulk deal, $12 a card, $8 a card. You can go and just you could book so many cards. You can grade so many cards for so cheap. They would put a bit of a premium on things if it was a more expensive card, which is fair. It's fine, handling. But they've changed it now. Now it's like 4 or 5 times. It's $50 a card. Who is going, like, you're just not going to do that anymore. So prices of a lot of stuff have risen. And again, what I've seen, like I was just telling my friends yesterday or this morning, the ones that I'm doing a big deal with, or going to try to, is that I was looking at like the number, because again, it is a Pokemon deal. I'll just say that. It's a weird one. It's a strange one. You would never guess. Like, really? I would. Yeah. It's, but it's super undervalued. And what I was looking at is, I was looking at just like, and I was explaining to them because they have the capital, I have the knowledge. It's like they're Jesse and I'm Walt. So like, because you know the business, and I know the chemistry. It's like, so you want to break bad? Yeah, they've got the capital. I've got the knowledge. I was looking at some. I was explaining to them the difference between first edition, like so base set, all the base set cards. Charmander, Pikachu, Charizard, Venusaur, Chansey, all of base set. There was a first edition print run where the cards had that first edition stamp in that left, on that left corner of the picture. And then there's a shadowless print run. There's one print run of those, which is a lot scarcer now than the first edition. Again, one print run of those where it's just the same artwork as the shadowless, or the same artwork as the first edition. It just didn't have that first edition stamp. And then you had like 8 print runs of, and this is straight from WotC, this is straight from Wizards of the Coast, and you had 8 print runs minimum, probably more, of the, of the Unlimited. And I was looking at some stuff yesterday, and like some of the Unlimited was going for almost as much as the Shadowless. I was like, what is going on? Am I in an alternate universe where we only had like 4 Unlimited print runs and like we had 2 or 3 like Shadowless? Like, this doesn't make sense at all. So I was like, listen guys, if you don't want to do the big deal, just give me like $20,000. I'm gonna buy up all of these Shadow. I know exactly which ones to buy. Like this is stupid. That is. I get it, we're in a recession right now, but people do create like remember in that movie Gridiron Gang? Like, oh, can I stay in this juvenile detention city for a little bit? It's summer outside. People go crazy in the summer, so shooting each other. You don't want that. Like people like going crazy in recession. Not that they're shooting each other, although shouldn't even said that. Yeah, dude. It was also, there's like a warning on the Stranger Things, like there should have been a warning on like that like 4th or 5th episode, but there's a warning on Stranger Things like for the first couple minutes. Which is like the worst time for like I don't even want to say what I was about to say. They said, hey, based on these things that have happened in the past, couple days, week or so, viewer discretion is advised. Like it has like a warning, and honestly, it wasn't even that bad. It was pretty dope though. It was so cool. Like you thought Anakin killing younglings was bad. Oh my god, that first scene of Stranger Things in season 4, whoo, that was gnarly. That was worth the price of admission right there. It's Netflix. You don't have to pay anything. You pay monthly, but yeah, oh my god, that was a movie. Oof. Oh, the savageness. Sorry. I don't know where I was going with this. I don't even know what we were talking about. Moving on here. Oh, Liquid Momentum said Superior Spider-Man. Love that storyline. Oh yeah, so fantastic. Oh yeah, so that. Sorry, we're back to it here. Like if they don't want to do this big deal, just give me like 10, 20 grand. I'll go and buy up all these shadows. Like I had that same look of confusion. That look of like, what, like I don't even know what to call it. What's a synonym for confusion? Like I was puzzled. Where I was talking to Justin Peters, saying that if you make a new account on YouTube and you don't like anything, you don't comment or subscribe to anything, and just click a random video, doesn't matter where it's from, could be from home, could be from the hot, could be wherever, it will automatically, after like a day or two, it will just default, if you just let it play, again, no commenting or liking or anything, letting the ads play, whatever, it will just default to it'll just default to Shrek or SpongeBob videos. And he was like so confused, like why does the algorithm default that way? I was like, this has to be a glitch in the Matrix, or people are just like, am I Kyle XY? And the first words he ever spoke, what's everyone taking stupid pills or something? Juice me. Like, what? Like, I don't know why people are selling the Shadowless for almost the same price as the Unlimited. That is bananas to me. That just, I am so beside myself with like, why? Like it just, my heckin' goodness. All right, moving on. Sunday Buckets says, Randy, how much would you pay for Kylo Ren number 504, fourth mint? Price now and post Vader price. Like 100% honesty here. You'd say the opposite for 405, because or 505. You say, oh wait, did you say 505 or 504? Yeah, no, you could say the opposite for 405, because that would be May the 5th in oh no, that is before. Yeah, 504 is May the 5th in like in like Europe, in the UK. 504 would be May 5th or May. No, it'd be 55. May the 4th be with you. Honestly, it's probably not too much. Probably because it is kind of confusing. Because we would write it as 54, so 504. Yeah, I guess. I think 54. 54. I don't know. Honestly, I just probably wouldn't put it too high. Maybe a little bit over, because it is a 3-digit. I don't know. A bit higher than the floor. There's probably some people that would want. I think that's one of those things that might be a little bit of a stretch. I think that might be a little bit of a stretch for that. Again, I think the value from that would come from it being a 500 something. 3-digit, mid 3-digit. Someone to really care about that mint, that particular one, they might not be here yet. I'm not saying that they won't come, and I'm not saying there won't be multiple people that'll be like, oh yeah, I get it. How many of those people are gonna pay a premium for it? I don't know. If it was like 66, execute order 66. I think that'd be good. Sunday Bucks is definitely one of the best 3-digit mints in my opinion. I mean, yeah, May the 4th, 504. I guess 540 would work as well, 5/4. 54 obviously being the best, but I think you can do 405 as well because of the opposite way that you can write dates. Superstar Money says, collectibles or comics, which ones do you like better? It depends on which ones we're talking about. We've been getting bangers recently. We've been getting, like first appearance of America Chavez. We got Strange Tales 110. We got first appearance of Nick Fury. Sergeant Fury. Sergeant. Besides, people say Sergeant differently, and not even most of it. Hey, they Sergeant Worthing, Sergeant Bigger, Sergeant whoever, Sergeant Smith. But every now and then, like some old school people or people that are just trying to like be doofy, like, oh, Sergeant, how's it going? Like they just go Sergeant. I don't know why I'm doing that so like it just. But yeah, Sergeant Fury. Like we've been getting some bangers recently for some comics. I guess collectibles too. Sabers and Darth Vader. So it really depends. I really only have 2 Grails though. I have 1 Walt and I have 1 Fantastic Four #1. The rest are not really Grails. The rest I don't really have. So yeah. Moving on. Riley Smith says this Vader drop is the biggest thing to happen since R2 and C-3PO Golden Moments. Yeah, this is huge. Everyone's gonna want this. Jeremy Padower liked my heart message. Shout out to that man. Did I tell my dude I was gonna get Comic-Con tickets? I haven't tried yet. I haven't tried yet. I usually get them later in the year because that's what I do. Oh, Wendy mentioned me in her story. Let's see what Wendy said. Oh God. Let's see what. Okay, all right.
It's like Hillary Duff right now. Hillary Duff last 10 years, 5 years. I was gonna say like older women. 10 years ago she was pretty. She's like in her
20s. What was that? Is this my audio? Is that just my audio? Wait, was it?
Well, it's like Hillary Duff right now.
Oh, well, I can't read what you say because it says listening to my friend Real Randy Chavez while, and then I don't know what that. I don't know. Okay, let me see if I can. Yeah, I can't add. I don't know what she's saying because they add the story. Well, yeah, while acting smarty, while acting flirty. I don't know what that says. Um, I'm going to go, however, and I'm going to go into my down here. If everyone could smash that like button, that'd be super great. Free way to help support the channel. And I am gonna do a video after this. Is anyone live right now? Wow, Rob Stuff be putting out videos like a mother flapper. VV Vibes putting out videos like, yeah. Dino Lang losing his mind. Oh, hey, look. Last pack magic Pokemon cards. Joe R. Vintage Pokemon. I've had him on the podcast before. He's really cool. I'll say if anyone's live right now, we'd totally go raid him. Go raid him. Star Wars first ever AR game looks amazing. I'm so curious to see what that looks like. Oh my god, there's like spoiler reviews already for that first thing of Stranger Things. Giving you a look at my subscriptions, who I subscribe to. I also subscribe to Alfred Montaner, big alligator Loki guy. He's got a couple of those as well. Oh, Otterworldly, never-ending story. Oh, what is Cavell saying? You'll be rich if you follow this investing mindset. Daily unique buyer. Oh, what is he talking about? Oh, he's mentioning VV Fox in there, so it's got to be something good. He do be good at that though. And like I said, she's really good. I was happy to get her on the podcast before she blew up. She's gonna blow up at some point. She's very good. Where was I? Laura says, "You the man." Oh, why thank you. So should I sell some Omi? Try and buy more at lower price? I think. I mean, I don't know. I think we can get to 3 zeros, but I could be 100% wrong. Like we could. I mean, 0.0014. This was literally the lowest point last year. I mean, outside of like January of last year, 0.0014 was like the lowest point. Like we were speculating we'd go 3 zeros last year. We never did, but because they announced Marvel and they announced Disney, like crazy partnerships. They just didn't. So I mean, this year, I guess we could. I'm telling you guys that whether you buy down here or you buy at 3 zeros doesn't really matter. This company's gonna be so huge, like absolutely bananas. Like I said, I'm not really acquiring anymore right now. I will acquire a little more when we get. What are we gonna get to? If we get to 3 zeros. But I'm 100% okay just chilling here and not buying any more Omi until that happens. And if it never goes 3 zeros, okay, cool. I still have 132 million Omi. Yeah, trying to get cute buying here and like selling here and buying here. I'm just not good at that, so I wouldn't do it. But that's just me. I'm gonna do one last Patreon member shout out, and then I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna make a video. Gonna be a good one today. Gonna be a good one today, boys. All right, where was I? Oh god. I'm gonna do a different one. I was gonna do Neverending Story again. I'm gonna do a different one. It's gonna sound kind of similar. Oh yeah. You guys will enjoy this. All right. Patreon member shout out. I'm all out of love, I'm so lost without you. I know you were right, believing for so long. I'm all out of love, what am I without you? I can't be too late to say that I was so wrong. I want to come back and carry me home, away from these long lonely nights. I'm reaching for you, are you feeling it too? Does the feeling seem oh so right? Everyone, please check out at HeyDivDon and at KingMavsForever over on Twitter. We got Standout Chart and King Mavs over on the Veve app. Kobe Collects and OmiPlayer1 over on the YouTube, wraithx.eth domain name. Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, Viva Las Vegas, Tap Straits, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sody Pop Media, Meta Lemon, VV Vibes, and VV Darklink, all over on the YouTube, and then you got at WhatWizardVV and Gary O at 1234CA3, all on the Twitter. Let's get some more comments before I bounce. Oh, that was it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go for another 10 more seconds because I have to go for 2 hours because I want to, and then we're gonna bounce. All right. I will catch everyone later. Bye bye. Bye bye, Dashi. Bye bye, Dashi. Meow 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 meow.